Happy Friday, Roanshaw Ranchers. I hope everybody had a wonderful week. Billy had a tremendous week. As you can see, we finally got his fly mask on. It has taken quite a while to earn his trust in order to have him wear the fly mask. And we think that he really appreciates it, especially on a day like today. It has been sunny and hot, and the flies are just insane. So you may notice that his band that covers his nose is ripped. That is because he is wearing an older fly mask. And his new one is coming. It should be actually here either tomorrow or Monday. So he will get a brand new fly mask, and but he just needed to have something on. He looked absolutely miserable trying to take care of all the flies that were on his face. We did notice that when we put the fly mask on him, normally he is the first one out to eat grass, either here on the first pasture or he makes his way up to the fourth pasture. When we put the fly mask on, he stood and waited for Charlie to come. So once Charlie was there, they both made their way up to the fourth pasture, and he was comfortable. So he now will go up to the fourth pasture, leading the way, but he does usually wait for Charlie. And I really think that that's because he's having some vision issues. I'll need to confirm that with Dr. Lauren. Not sure how we're going to confirm that since he can't stand flashlights or bright lights on him. But hey, we'll figure it out. She may be able to tell just based off of what I tell her, and she already knows that there is something going on with one of his eyes. She already told me to keep an eye on it. I don't see anything changing with it. She's worried about cancer. Not that he has cancer, but that he might be, it might turn into cancer. And so I've been keeping an eye on it, and I don't think that's the issue. Other than that, you heard that the fourth pasture is open. And they are loving it. They will, later on in the evening, probably closer to 7, 8 o'clock, they will start making their way up there. And then they spend the majority of the evening until the early morning hours up there. And it is our largest pasture. It has been mowed down, so they have plenty of access to the grass, and hopefully it helps with the bugs. And they're all over it. They have been on every square inch of it and are really, really enjoying it. So we love when we open up the pasture because we know how much they love it up there. It's interesting how much Billy will endure with the flies. And then he does meander in if he is the last one left for too long. So that's where he's going. We're all going back to the run-in. Everybody else, it's also much cooler back here. Whew. It is blistering in the sun right now. So, Abe and Louie are doing well. Louie's ouchiness has gotten a little bit better. Abe, even though he is on the fourth pasture, is doing well with his weight, which is a bonus. Usually when he gets up there, he just mows down. And he has a field day up there, but he is he's doing very, very well with keeping his weight. Louie is doing well with keeping his weight as well. You know, tomorrow's August 1st, so unfortunately we have to start thinking about winter weight and making sure they're maintaining their weight right now. As we get closer to winter, we'll see if we're going to have to put weight on anybody once the fall hits. One thing that we had talked about earlier a few weeks ago was the hay situation and coming up with another option. We did find a company called Portagrazer, and we are going to try their product, and hopefully it will help with the dust with Abe, and it will also limit the amount of waste, which is the two things that is their claim to fame. So I'm excited for that to come in, and we are obviously not going to be able to try that right off the bat, but we will see how it goes. But at least we have options. Other things that are going on, we are still getting ready for the huge garage sale. Next week on Tuesday, we have the makeup date for the Moondance Catamaran. So that's exciting too. Hopefully the weather will be nice, but not too hot. And we'll be able to enjoy a nice boat ride on Lake Erie. One of the things that you may know is that we already have 425 bales in the hayloft. Because of the weather, there's really hasn't been enough time to bale yet. So we are in a little bit of a holding pattern right now with that, which is, for me, a little concerning. Normally by August, we are full, and we are not. But my hay guy assures me not to worry, that there will be plenty of hay. There's going to be second cutting coming. So it might just be a little later in the year, but not to worry, we will be fully stocked with hay. We always have a plan B if we're not, but hopefully we'll be all set. And with the fact that we're getting something in, the Portagrazer that will help with waste, we can stretch out our hay a lot further. So Abe and Charlie spend a lot of their day, when it's this hot and with this many bugs, with their heads over the water trough. The bugs don't like the water, and they can shake their head, and sometimes they're lucky enough that they get them in the water. If not, they dunk their heads in there. So one way or another, they manage the fly situation pretty well. You guys have seen Abe and Billy's technique. They use teamwork, and it totally works for them. Other than that, we're working on getting some grants. The to help with paying for the hay and for medical bills, and just to make sure that we are financially stable. Hopefully some of those will pop, and we are in full planning stage for fall giving season. It's really not that far away, unfortunately. And we are also getting ready for open house. So we already have a couple of vendors that have contacted us that are interested in selling their wares. So if you know anybody in the Western New York area who is interested in being a vendor, you know, handmade stuff, arts and crafts, paintings, pottery, anything like that, jewelry, we are accepting applications. Just have them reach out to our page, and we will send out an application. There's a very, very small fee. It's only $25 for a 10 by 10 space, and then they can sell their wares for the day. We normally have about 250 to 300 people roll through here, and where the vendors are situated, they're walking right past. So we're doing some events prior to some community events to get the word out even more. These are new events that we haven't been to. One is in Batavia next weekend. It's their community business day. Supposedly they have great attendance over there, so we can spread the word about our about the event. That's really it for this week, Ronechar Ranchers. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend, and we will talk next week. Be well, Ronechar Ranchers.